morning, Double R Radio, Thursday morning, 8:45, part of the mañana, April. No, not April, May the 6th, 2021. Getting ready to go live on Facebook. Let's do it. Let's go in vivo. I'm going to try to. Here we go. Let's go over here. There we go. Los Tigrillos, baila esta cumbia si me gusta a mí and all that other good stuff. You know, these guys, Los Tigrillos, they made millions and millions of dollars just by saying, oy, oy, oy. Man, I could have done that. That's all they got to say. Oy, oy, oy. And they make millions and millions of dollars. I used to know a girl, she used to make that same noise, but we're not going to go there. This is a family show. We won't go there. Well, anyways, here we are, Thursday morning stretch run towards the weekend. And got my cafecito working and my Double R Radio collector's item morning show coffee mug. If you don't have it, get it. De volada, right? Oh, that's Spanish. De volada. Need some coffee. You know, yesterday for dinner, I made myself spaghetti with meatballs. My world famous spaghetti and meatballs. And I'm going to say it again like I've said before. When I'm cooking, I like talking to my food as I'm cooking it. Really, man, like yesterday I was making spaghetti. I the water was boiling. I threw the spaghetti in there and said, "You're going to be so delicious." I put the pasta in there, and that reminds me of a joke. There was this girl. Well, actually, there was this guy at a street light in downtown San Antonio, right at the red light. And there was this girl at the corner, right? And the girl goes, hey, baby, are you looking for some action? And he looks at her and goes, really? He goes, yeah, you looking for some action? He goes, I don't know. How much do you want? And she goes, I don't want money. And he goes, well, what do you want? You must want something. She goes, all I want is a spaghetti dinner. He goes, you'll give me action if I take you out for a spaghetti dinner? She goes, yeah, that's all. Just take me out for a spaghetti dinner and you'll get action. Action. You'll get action. 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 And the guy goes, doesn't that make you a prostitute? No, that wasn't funny, right? Okay, let's get back to my spaghetti story dinner, whatever. So anyways, I'm making my dinner, and I talk to my food. Like I said, I got the pot. It'll be so delicious. And then I broke out the meatballs, right? The bag of meatballs. And let me tell you, I don't know what made me read the bag of meatballs, but I did on the spaghetti meatballs. And I read the bag of it, and it said, heating instructions, okay? Microwave, okay? Microwave, okay? Okay, read, okay, but how many minutes? Okay, I got you. Then it says, do not drop meatballs. And I go, why? What happens if I drop the meatballs? So I said, I'm going to need about 5 meatballs because they're baby meatballs. They're babies. So I took out 5 little baby meatballs and I put them in a little kind of a tray, kind of a Tupperware kind of a thing. But I said, why does it say do not drop one? So I got one of them and I said, I'm going to drop it and see what happens. Right? So I said, you know what, before I drop the meatball, I don't know what to expect, what's going to happen. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to call up my son, and I did. I said, Migo, listen, I'm about to drop a meatball that the meatball bag says not to drop. So if you don't hear from me in a couple of days, come looking for me. Something is definitely will be wrong, because I'm going to try dropping the meatball. He goes, really, Dad? You're going to try dropping the meatball? It says not to. The back says do not drop the meatballs. But you know me, I'm a daring kind of a guy. He goes, all right, if I don't hear from you in a couple of days, I'll go check up on you. I said, thanks, Migo. So I got the meatball and I dropped it. And when I dropped it, it bounced. It went, ba-doom. I said, hey, man, these babies bounce. So I said, I'm going to try that again. So I dropped it again. Ba-doom. It started bouncing around in the kitchen and everything. And I said, well, heck, man, if this thing's bouncing around in the kitchen, it's going to bounce around in my stomach after I eat it. Maybe I shouldn't eat these meatballs. But, no, they were okay. I put them in the microwave, brought them out. I didn't want to bounce them anymore. And so then I got my spaghetti with meatballs and my spaghetti sauce. And I had a couple of garlic toasts. Bam! It was awesome. Really, man. I was like, Every time I'd get some spaghetti and put it in my mouth, Mamma Mia! Then I get a meatball and some garlic toast. Mamma Mia! I think I said Mamma Mia at least 200 times. It was delicious. Really, really was, man. I'm one hell of a cook. Anyways, if you think I'm good in the kitchen, let's not go there right now. This is a family show. Good morning, shout out to Rosemary Romero. Says, good morning, Robert Rivas. Good morning, Rosemary. Also, good morning, shout out to Double R Radio sponsor, Cindy Martinez Hernandez, San Antonio, Texas. Also, good morning, shout out to Star Reyes. There we go. Also, good morning, shout out to Double R Radio sponsor, Cynthia Gonzalez Ramirez, Houston, Texas. He says, Cynthia, Robert, from here on out, can you call me La Shy Girl? I can if you want me to, Cynthia. Would you like me to call you La Shy Girl? Would you like that? We can do that. I can accommodate. There we go. Also, good morning, shout out to Ruby. Got to see ya. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Have Abel's Day. What? Oh, okay, I got you. Ruby says, good morning. Have a blessed day. I'm going to try to, Ruby, and you as well. Also, good morning, shout out to Double R Radio sponsor, Primo, Roger Rivas. Good morning, Primo. How we doing? So anyways, I'm going to get to a sad story. And this is a crazy kind of a thing, kind of a subject. I don't like getting serious on too many things, but I'm going to get serious on this one here. Maybe somebody will, I hate to use the word learn, but maybe somebody will maybe try to do things differently the next time they do this. And let me tell you where I'm going with this. Um, I've been seeing in the news a couple of days ago where a woman was run over in downtown San Antonio. She was with a group of people on bikes, riding through downtown. I've seen this many times before where there's 10 or 12 people on bikes wearing their helmets and everything, riding their bikes 10 speeds through downtown San Antonio. Um, as much as I see this, and I see that they try to be cautious, they stop at red lights or whatever. Um, you've always got to you've got to be on the lookout for other people because there's a lot of stupid drivers out there. There really, really are, and you can try to be as careful as possible. It doesn't matter, you know. As the saying goes, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will come looking for you. Let me tell you where I'm going with all this. Well, anyways, this lady who was known to be on the bike quite a bit. She was, we'll call her exercise enthused, if you want to call her that. She was always doing things like that, exercising, jogging on the bike, etc. Well, this lady on a bike, she got in front of a group of 10 bicyclists that were in back of her, so she kind of like stopped herself, delayed herself to wait for her friends to catch up to her. In that instant, some girl who was a drunk driver, whatever the case may be, ran into her, ran over her, killed her. And the sad part, I mean, of course, the sad part is that this woman died, but she was on the phone talking to her daughter at the time when all this went down. And now there are lawsuits going left and right on the bar that was selling the DWI person the liquor, suing the driver herself, etc. But at the end of the day, somebody's dead because of it. And let me tell you, out of all of this, I've been on the road enough times to see, and I'm going to talk downtown San Antonio. It never ceases to amaze me. I want you to pretend that you're at the corner of a light downtown, wherever you may be from. You're at the corner, at the light, waiting for the walk sign to turn on, right? Right now you got the don't walk, do not walk, flashing, don't walk. It turns white, green, for you. It says walk. Well, although it's telling you that, and the light's red where cars should be stopping, people take it for granted and they just walk while cars are still coming. And you know, I couldn't do that. I'm going to stay at that corner. I don't care if that sign tells me walk. I'm going to wait until all those cars stop. Because there's always some idiot that forgot to see the sign, didn't see the road, they were messing with their phone, whatever the case may be. And there you are, laid out on the street because you took it for granted. You thought, you trusted the drivers that they were all going to stop. Don't trust them. Trust me, do not trust me in what I'm telling you. Don't trust them. I've seen too many people passing red lights, too many people almost getting hurt, almost getting killed, because there's always some idiot out there, doing whatever they're not supposed to do on the phone, or just driving and looking around, looking at the buildings, tourists, whatever the case, and because somebody trusted you that you were going to stop, and you just decide to walk because the sign says walk. I mean, unreal. Really, really unreal. And even more so, I've seen people downtown where they're walking, but they're not even looking where they're going. They're looking at their cell phone while they're walking straight. And a car's turning the corner, and they don't even know the car's there. Why? Because and it amazes me that I remember us being kids. I will go with me, and even more so on me schooling my grandbabies and telling them always look both ways before you cross, and trying to teach this to our kids, our grandkids, but yet adults in themselves do not do that. It's just unreal, man. I shake my head at all this. I really, really do. Anyways, and one more thing, and really on a sad note, and I'll bring this up only because I knew the person. There was a friend of mine that was riding his bike in front of my apartment complex. I didn't know he was riding his bike in front of my apartment complex, and lo and behold, his back was to the traffic. And just because somebody got careless and stupid, they went over the curb and ran over him, hit him while he was on his bike, killed him. And I'll say it again. I used to go for walks on the sidewalk, on the street, whatever, and I quit doing that. I just started going to the tracks at the school, at the high school or whatever, Woodlawn Lake, whatever the case, because it's very difficult to trust traffic when you give them your back. Because let's just say you're riding your bike and the traffic is not going towards you, it's behind you, going forward. You got your back to the traffic. I mean, you're trusting cars that they're going to do the right thing. And I'm serious, man. I can't do that. I will not do that. Really, worst comes to worst, if I'm going to have to walk on the sidewalk where there's traffic, walk where the cars are coming towards you. At least you stand a chance. If you see a car jumping the curb coming at you, at least you stand a chance where you can jump to the right or to the left or whatever the case. But if you got your back to the traffic, you stand no chance whatsoever. You really, really don't. And like I said, and I'm talking about this because I was reading the story about this lady, pobrecita, there she is, not doing anything wrong. She's bicycling, doing her thing, and because of a person who was DWI, didn't see her, or just was plain drunk, whatever, doesn't matter. At the end of the story, she got killed. And that's a terrible thing. It really, really is. And trust me when I'm telling you, man, hopefully some of these words will encourage you to maybe, if you do things a certain way, it'll make you change a little bit. And maybe one day it'll save your life, or your kid's life, or your grandbaby's life, or somebody else. But really, never give your back to the traffic, man. Don't do that, man, because, I mean, I wouldn't trust any of those drivers. The driving that I've seen in today's world, people don't care anymore. They really, really don't. You're probably going, man, Robert, you're getting serious. Yeah, I get serious sometimes. Last time I got serious was when I had 3 bean burritos. Man, that was some serious stuff that came out of me about 2 hours later. That's all I'm going to say. Where are we at? 9 o'clock para the mañana, hour number 3. Let's keep it going. Elida, Reina, y Avante. Good morning. How we doing, everybody? Thursday morning it is. Stretch run towards the weekend. Do y'all like those special effects I do with my hands? That's what it's all about. Let's get back to the morning show. robertrivasradio.com. Simple. robertrivasradio.com. Click on that media player button, and you'll be joining me in vivo. Órale.